What is up, guys? Your boy Cisco from Video Games Underground, and I'm actually coming to you guys live, well, recorded from my brand new phone. My wife got me for Christmas, so thanks, babe. I really appreciate this. Um, this week has been nothing short of just awesome. I hit it big with the releases. I invested probably $100, and I wound up walking away with almost I'd say a little over 300 some odd dollars in profit off of the $100 investment. So it's Quid is one of those games where if you hit it at the right time, you can walk away doing really really good. And you may notice that I'm at 148. 100 of that has already been marked for cashing out. The other 48, I'm gonna hold on and leave it in the game. Something really cool. Real quick though, there's no holiday releases from Quid, and this is one of the things that people have been, I guess, a little down about. And I give credit to Vive where credit is due. They have a scheduled release like calendar, and you know what's coming. You know when it's coming. They have stuff, every week. It's not every day like how Quid used to do 3 releases a day, but it is every week, and it's like every other day there's a release. And I think that's a pretty good time frame for releases. That way you kind of have a chance to recover from the financial strain that these sets can put on you. Like I know the QPR. I mean that was some serious money that got invested there. But like I said, it did pay out, thankfully. But for a lot of people, maybe they weren't as lucky as I was with some of the pulls. I did sell two of my number threes, and number 12, I believe, is what I sold. So, I was able to recover pretty quick, but with no sets aside from the Smurfs, which, I mean, Smurfs are cool, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I just, it I don't know. I just, we need to see more, unfortunately, and we need to know ahead of time, what's coming. That way we can prepare for it and make sure it's not something that we're rushing to do at the last moment. Right now, I kind of feel like a lot of what we're doing is rushed, and I don't feel like we're even like I know with QPR there was a heads up, but at the same time, man, I found myself struggling just to and not only that, but also to be able to self support in the game is getting harder to do. I've noticed there's less and less people who are buying, even though we are investing a substantial amount of money in the game. But the good side of that though is this, and I'll show you now. With not as many people buying, there are people who are willing to sell because they want to be able to just cash out and walk away, or cash out and do something else. So one of the sets that I've always wanted to be able to complete is the Captain Kirk Guide to Love is what it's called. And of course the Shipashi is really expensive. Shipashi's usually range anywhere from 100 to 200, sometimes even higher. I lucked out earlier today. One of the things that I always tell people is when you are doing Quid, one of the biggest advantages that you can give yourself is reaching out to people on social media, Facebook, just anywhere you can come across people who used to play Quid. You can go to Twitter and just type in Quid, and you'll find posts from 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Now, you may not, I don't know how comfortable you are utilizing your personal Twitter, but you may even want to consider making a secondary account just for trying to contact these people. And don't do it in like a creepy way either. Just, hey, tag them in a post or something. Hey, you used to play Quid, right? And 9 times out of 10, they'll respond like, yeah, I used to love that game. And all you have to say is, look, you can cash out now. You can make some profit from the things that you collected so long ago, or you could just come back to the game. That's one of the things that I've seen as somebody who's reaching out to other people is that 9 times out of 10 when I invite somebody back to the game, originally they're like, yeah, I just want to sell all my crap. I don't ever want to play this game again. Then they get on the game and they wind up starting to open packs, and then they wind up getting back into the game and not wanting to sell what it was I contacted them for. And that's okay. I really don't mind that. I mean, hey, these people, I've had some of them who come back later on, like, man, I really appreciate you getting me back into this. Hey, I want you to, buy this off of me, and it's something that I really wanted, and they appreciate you reaching out to them. So this is a set that, you know, I've been wanting to complete for a while. There's some stuff on this game that when I first started playing this game, people held in such high regards. That when I would ask them about it, they were kind of, I'm not gonna lie, they were kind of snobby about it. And this was one of those sets. I would ask like, hey, what's up with this? And oh, you'll never get a Shipashi. And especially a first edition, you might pull a second or third, and I think those still run like $20-$30. But a first edition is something that is very hard to come by. And through my time looking for this, I wound up collecting all of first edition cards for this set. And it was a blessing for me to be able to find people who wanted to sell me these at good prices. As you can see, most of these are dollar, dollar, a dollar, and these are fairly good pulls too. I mean, they're not crazy good, but here is the diamond of the set, and this is the Shipashi. Why they call it Shipashi. And like I said, normally this is like a $100, 150, $170 card. A while back, they got, they got low. They got really, really low to where you could probably offer somebody 70, $80 that they would take it. And what happened is some of the guys were on the Discord chat were kind of, barking them up. And me went and bought a bunch of them. And you can see that here. Well, she bought two of them. So as you can see, this one right here sold for $111. And like I said, they were coming down in value. Look at this one right here, $100. The next one, first edition, was $111. So you can see they were about $100. And the ones that were still for sale were, $250, $300 range, $400 range. And they were overpriced. Like, nobody's going to pay that for these. But they got it in Mimi's head that these were worth $200, and she went and bought this one for $200, this one for $176, and I think that was the last one up until today. So today I contacted Mr. 626 Raiders fan. This is actually somebody who. Oh, okay, yeah. This is actually somebody. Check this out. So I did a Google search for that username, 626 Raiders fan, and it turned out he's an eBayer. And the picture on his 66 Raiders fan was the same picture as his eBay photo. So I messaged him on eBay. I was like, hey, man, did you used to play Quidd? And he's like, yeah, bro. And we started talking. He gave me his Instagram. And, I've just been kind of checking in with him. He's had his posted for a while, sky high at $250, $300. And I messaged him. I was just, look, bro, I know where you have it at. And I respect that. And I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But nobody's going to buy at that price. I have $80 right now if you want it. I think it's a decent offer. Yes, it's kind of more in my favor than it is yours, but especially right now at Christmas time, if you just want to get some money, I'm down to purchase it off you. And he said, yeah, man, I'm as persistent as I've been, and I haven't been ugly about it. I haven't bugged him. I haven't, I think this is the first time I messaged him in almost a month. So, this is something that's happened over a few months' time, but I finally was able to get the missing piece to my set, and I couldn't be happier about it, man. This is one of those things, I'm ranked really high. I think I'm 61 out of all the people that have it, but this is just one of those things. This is something that makes Quidd. You have something that is incomplete, and it eats at you. It really, it eats at you, and it drives you. It makes you want to finish that set. Like it makes you, you'll always have in the back of your head, man, I didn't finish that one set. I need to finish that one. Even if you do great in the current sets and the current pools, you're still gonna go back to the fact that I don't have that one that I really, really want. And this was that one for me, and I'm extremely excited that I finally got it. So I really want to thank Raiders fan. I mean, he didn't have to sell me this. He could have held on to it. He could have honestly, he could have done whatever the hell he wanted to do. And instead, he saw that I really wanted it, and he hooked me up with a great price, and it's one that I'm really grateful that he gave me. So, um, thank you again, Raiders fan. Really appreciate you, and to all you guys who have been messaging me, on social media or wherever. I really appreciate you guys reaching out to me, man. Questions, concerns, whatever you guys have. I'm not the best quitter. I'll be the first person to tell you that. I'm not the most educated in prices. I'm not the most educated in the markets. I try to profit where I can. I try to self sustain, meaning I don't like to have to invest too much money into the game. I would rather be able to invest a little and then profit from what I've invested, be able to make a little bit of money, and then also reinvest that money back into the game. But it's hard to do. It really is. It's a game where that's what you want to do. That's the goal. But to be honest with you, we always wind up investing more money into Quid. You'll never be able to support a habit like cracking packs up. Like I just right now when I cracked open those Smurf packs, I don't need to do that. I have this drive to just I want to get a number one. I want to get a number two, and turn around and be able to sell it for some decent money. But that's what makes Quid. It's I don't want to say it's gambling because it's not really gambling. You know what you're getting, but it's almost like a raffle where you know what you're getting. You're getting a ticket, and with the potential of it being worth a substantial amount of money. Let's say I pull a number one. Let's say I pull a number two. All of a sudden, I have I can sell that. Look, case in point. Let me buy one more. Hold on. Bang. Okay. So case in point, look at top sales for the day. Look who is at. Look who's at number 33. The number one. And JRG bought it, but the number one sold for $75.20. I mean, it's one of those things where you hit a good pull and you're gonna run away with it. I guess there's no checklist on this set. I was hoping there would be. You want there to be a checklist on this set because then, it gives people a reason to take part in it, aside from just collecting or just trying to hit the top five list. But maybe there will be. Who knows? Unfortunately, this is one of the things that we complain about with Quid is that like if there is an award for this set, like it's too bad it's not loaded already. Like I hope they don't pop up in a couple of days and be like, oh, it's a top 20, and then everybody's rushing to try to get into the top 20, because then that creates a fire market with people with low numbers, just making bukus of money, but at the expense of all the people who were just collecting to collect, and now they want that award, and they're gonna have to pay out the yin yang to get it. So, hopefully, I really was hoping for some Christmas sets. Obviously, it doesn't look like that's in the cards. I hope that we get better communication between Quid and their user base. The QPR release showed all of us what they're capable of doing. They did the releases on time. The releases had the awards already preloaded. Like it was good. It was good. It was really nice. And now we've already reverted back to, pre QPR. So I don't know. We have a new year coming ahead, and hopefully minting is part of that new year, and hopefully a positive turn from Michael and the team at Quid, because we're here supporting them. We're here, giving them our money on a daily basis, even when there's not new content. So hopefully they can get it together, and Quid can go to the moon like we all know it could. God bless, guys. Hey, today is Christmas Eve. In so many ways, us having the ability to even be on this game is proof of how blessed we are. To have the funds to do stupid stuff like buy fake stuff on a game that we'll never be able to hold. Tonight, me and the family are going to go and we're going to be doing some volunteering. If you have the ability or the time to volunteer this Christmas, take a moment to do so. It's an amazing thing. It empowers you. It makes you feel great. Um, and then try to do something nice for somebody. We through my website and through all my online resources, this year has been very fruitful for us, and we've been able to do some pretty amazing things for people. And I love hearing about those things that other people do. So if you happen to do something awesome this Christmas, give me a holler and let me know. I'd love to hear your story. But like I said, guys, God bless. I hope you guys have an amazing Merry Christmas Eve. And if something happens between now and tomorrow, then I'll drop another video. If not, this will probably be the last video for the day and maybe even for the weekend, just kind of depending on what happens with Quidd. So God bless, guys, and Merry Christmas.